you're starting your second season as the head coach for the Bulldogs. You started your season last year with something that had not happened for 3 years, and that was a win. Your team won against Kingstree to kick off the 24 season. What was that like, since it's something that had not happened for 3 years?
Most important thing was just, the excitement from the kids. We had kids that had been in the program for, 3 years and had never won a game. So just seeing them, their excitement, just seeing them have that feeling of like I said, what it feels like to win a varsity football game. It was a great experience.
Now, in October of 2020, the team beat Carvers Bay. Of course, you weren't here then, but they beat Carvers Bay, and then the drought started.
Yes, sir.
No wins until the Kingstree game last year. You're starting out against Kingstree this year again.
Yes, sir.
What are you thinking about a repeat of what happened last year?
Well, obviously, we'd love a repeat. A win's a win. We'll take them whenever we can get them. But obviously, we feel like we're a little bit better this year than last, and I know Kingstree is going to be better this year. They were really young last year. Coach Smith did a really good job of getting those guys. They got so much better. I'm actually glad that we caught them early, to be honest, because they're extremely athletic. They're really strong and fast, and they got much better from the beginning to the end of the season. But they got a new coach there now. They got a new staff, and I know, based on where he's been and what he's done in his career, what he's accomplished as a coordinator, and some of the places that he's been, like Fort Lee and those types of places, he's coached at a high level. So we expect them to be, a good football team.
Mm-hmm. Now you've got I guess, what do you think about your schedule this year? I'm looking at it on paper. It looks like it might be kind of tough. I mean, what do you think?
Well, anytime you're playing in this region, it's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. Our non-region games, we have some really good competition in the area. Like you said, we start off with Kingstree, and then we have Andrews at home, and then Johnsonville away, and then Carvers Bay, and then we got to go to May River. So we have a tough non-region, and then obviously when we get region, you got the physicality and the strength of Ainer. You have Walkamaw, where Coach Johnson has really developed a really good program over there, getting that middle school program started a few years ago. They have those twins and some other really good athletes that are coming back. And then Loris is going to be better this year than they were last year, all the sophomores that they had starting. And of course, Dylan's always going to be Dylan. And Coach Johnson has come into Marlboro County, and he's turned that program around very quickly. And they've got some really good athletes. So, yeah, schedule's not easy at all.
What are you looking most forward to this year? Which games do you think you have the best chances of seeing a win?
Well, I mean, they're all important. Mm-hmm. Every game's important, and the most important game is the one you have that week. I don't want to get specific on any games that are on schedule that mean more than others, because honestly, when Monday rolls around, our most important game is Kingstree. We're not looking at anything else after that.
Tell me about your players. Who's some of the standouts that we're going to be watching this year?
We're going to be a lot better. Mm-hmm. We're going to be a lot better. From a defensive standpoint, we're definitely going to be a lot better. Mm-hmm. Offensively, when things get rough and things get ugly, they can blame me. I've been coaching defense for 15 years, and this is the first year that I've ever coached offense, and I'm actually calling the offense. So if we're struggling on that side of the ball, that's on me. But some of the guys that are going to be big time players for us, we're going to have some young guys out there. We're actually going to be starting 5 sophomores this year: Kendall Boyd, Trent Singleton, Mike Johnson, DeMaje Smith, and Avery and Thomas. Those 5 sophomores will be starting for us this year, which is going to be good for the future. But then some of our older guys, we got Trenton Parker returning. Trenton Parker was, and Savion were both all-region players last year. Trenton Parker, he averaged somewhere around 200 all-purpose yards a game, so he'll be back. He'll be playing some tailback and some wide out for us. our goal is to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. Defensively, we're going to be fast. We're going to be physical. We got Deontay Washington and Antonio Dees both playing at defensive end. And then we have Savion, Kevin Wainwright, and Gunner, all three playing linebacker. And then at corner, we have two sophomores in Kendall Boyd, Trent Singleton. And then at safety, we have two juniors, and Jaden Hooks and Nashawn Kinder. And then up front, we got Tevis Burris, who's a 3-year starter, and Nico O'Hara, who's also a 3-year starter. But Nico's probably could potentially be out the first couple games. He's recovering from an injury. But yeah, our numbers are not where we want them. We got a little bit more depth than we had last year, and we got some guys coming there.
So I know there's a big push to fill the stands as much as possible. What kind of encouragement are you giving to parents, friends, other family members of the players to show up on opening night and support these guys?
Well, obviously, we want them to come out and support, and what we try to tell them is, you don't have no idea what it means to a kid, to turn around and see their family up there and see their friends up there, in the stands watching them and supporting them. But most importantly, it's on us. We got to win ball games. If we win ball games, people are going to come up. People are going to show up. That's how it works. It's kind of that bandwagon thing. Sometimes I'm a little too straightforward, but I think that's kind of how it rolls. We win ball games, they'll show up.
Did you notice an increase in attendance on the second game last year after the big opening win?
Earlier in the season, there was a little more attendance, especially after like you said, we won the opener against Kingstree and then played a close game against Johnsonville 2 weeks later at home, and then we had the win at Carvers Bay, and there was a little bit better attendance. But that kind of started to fall off whenever we played, Marlboro County at home, and then we didn't get a whole lot of travel with Loris and Dillon. But like I said, that's up to us to change that. We got to win ball games.